What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a post game, as we usually do, the day after, on a Monday, after another win. That's I don't know how much in a row, how many, excuse me, but we didn't lose for 6 games in a row, and we kept 6 clean sheets in a row. So we're gonna talk about that, and basically the moment in general for us. Not just the game. With me, as usual, is Norbert. How are you doing after yesterday's result?
Hey, so I'm always happy when we beat the team from Firenze or a wannabe rival, as they think they are rivals of us. So yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Let's see what we can talk about.
Well, let's go straight into it. Obviously, like we won, like I said at the beginning. Six games with a clean sheet. I think that's the big talking point, or like the big stat, basically. I remember you were on last season, and I think you were on with me and Julian at the time when we were on a streak where we didn't concede goals. I think you were on, um, and we were all saying, it's coming crashing down now. It's gonna happen. It's around the corner. We're gonna collapse completely. Do you think it's still around the corner that we are gonna collapse completely like we did a year ago, basically?
So I want to say against big teams only. So like Inter, for example, I don't think we could do the same against Inter because they have more firepower. Against Fiorentina, our defense was super solid, and they didn't really have a big chance. They tried, but Tech was there, and when it was not Tech, it's usually Bremer because Bremer was insane. He was super good. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you anymore because what Allegri has the most one nothing victories
Yeah.
since he returned, and it just seems like all he does is win, like playing disgustingly but still win. So it's really at this point I don't know what to think.
You, let's go step by step, because like a win is a win. I'll take any win. I want to win games. I'm not one of those guys rooting for us to lose so the coach gets
Yeah,
sacked. That's a decision the club should be making, even though you're winning games. If you know what I mean. Like, we shouldn't be, like, a good club acts before it's already too late. That's so I'm not gonna root. We win, I'm happy. But there's happy and being realistic. Now, I praised the current situation, and I did. And I made a video that will come out tomorrow. Spoil it. I praised them for the belief there was in the group, because it looks like they all believe in the same thing. Whether
yeah,
it's good to watch or not good to watch, like, that's everybody's own opinion. I do not enjoy it personally. However, compared to last season, especially, there seems to be a direction. Everybody in that locker room is locked in,
yeah,
for the same purpose. They believe in
yeah,
what they're potentially trying to do. That I'll give them praise for, because that's the reason why we're keeping clean sheets as well. You can sit back, and yesterday we sat back extremely deep. It was too much. Like, it was way too much at a certain point, because you were playing a team that I've watched them live over here in Belgium. They're not that good. They're not that good. You can put them under pressure, and they were being put under pressure over here, and you can see the holes and the terrible backline they have. Like, it is what it is. And we didn't do that. However, to convince 11 players and three others coming from the bench to do that type of work for 90 minutes, you need to believe that, because if even one or two players are like, I'm not doing this, it's gonna fail. Like, it's just gonna fail. So I'll give them credit for that, because I said, if it's ugly, if it's possession type of football, counter attack football, whatever you want to call it, at least show me something. Well, it's this, it's this. However, everybody's buying into it, which I need to give credit. I don't like it, but he convinced these players to do that type of football, to play that type of stuff, to a point where even Chesney comes out and he's like, "This was ugly. This was
Yeah.
terrible." However, we won. The spirit has changed in the locker room. Blah blah blah. So you can feel it changed. That's why I'm like, it's not gonna collapse like it did last season. I don't have that feeling because last season, when we went on that clean sheet streak, we were stealing games. Like we were giving away clear cut chances. I remember Lukaku missing sitters and whatever.
Yeah.
Now, however, we're not giving away much. We're actually giving
Yeah.
away nothing, to be honest.
Yeah, but it's just still scary that we
It
can't
is scary.
create anything. Like Chiesa touched the ball like 2-3 times.
Do you know how many passes Miretti played?
No, 1,
8.
2, 8. Okay.
Like up to the 30th
That,
minute, Chiesa had 5 touches on the ball.
okay.
That's that like that. Those are also stats that are out there. Like the defensive stats look good, obviously. Like when you sit back to that level, you better look solid. Otherwise, what
Yeah.
are you doing? Like if you know what I mean. And they looked solid, so
Yeah,
good.
and Miretti is a midfielder, so he should have had the ball a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot.
Passes, excuse me, not touches. I said passes, right?
Oh, passes.
Yeah,
Okay.
passes. But Chiesa touched the ball. What did I say before 30 minutes? 5, 6? It was something like
Yeah,
that. It was,
6. Yeah, 5, 6.
and
Yeah.
half of that were on his own half, by the way.
Yeah.
Like the way you play, good, solid, but you can see the contrast. When you see a player like Chiesa, you don't want to see a player like Chiesa play that type of football because he has so much quality. Like this is like you shouldn't be you shouldn't be in
Yeah.
that situation, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Because I felt sad. I felt really bad for him yesterday, and it wasn't because he was poor. Like he wasn't given the ball like at all. Like there were times when he popped up, and I was like, "Ah, he's still on the pitch." I forgot. Like I completely forgot. And that's not really on him. That's we were sitting back so deep that every second ball was just pointless. It was just for Fiorentina. Like it is what it is. However, like we said, giving away chances, solid, like really solid.
Yeah.
Bremer playing extremely well at a high level. Rugani, when Danilo got injured, I immediately said like there shouldn't be any panic. I don't think the drop off is that big. The way we play, the way we set up, I think Rugani should be just fine, and he's proven to be not just fine. He's proven to be very good. That's a good thing. That's a positive thing. We're picking up results. However, we play on Saturday against Cagliari. You need to step it up. You cannot play like this against Cagliari. I know Allegri already previewed saying, Ranieri revived Cagliari. I don't want to hear it. They're terrible. Like they're a terrible team. They have the squad quality to go back to the Serie B. So you need to put out a completely different performance on Saturday. However, you're sitting 2 points off the top, I think, right? Is it 2? I think it's 2 top of Inter.
We are 2, yeah, 2
2.
behind Inter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like into the season, going into the season, everybody watch the channel. I say I just want to compete, and finishing top 4 should absolutely be like a stroll in the park. Like it shouldn't be up for debate, And match day 11, I'm sticking with it. You should be competing, and top 4 should never be in question. If you look what the teams around you are doing, it shouldn't be a discussion. You should just walk into that top 4. Like you're far better than Roma, Lazio, Atalanta.
Yeah, and it looks like we are walking into the top 4 so
It should.
far.
So
Yeah.
that's that. Moving forward to the game, like individually, we talked about that back line. All 3 of them, they look solid. Let's talk about Miretti. Or no, not me. I'm not going to talk about Miretti. Also, like the goal we scored, it didn't.
Crazy. It's really nice.
There was a good goal from back to front. Like that was great build up. But that goal didn't change my opinion on Miretti. Like I've said it. Talent, you have it or you don't have it. Scoring goals, you can learn. Or it's moments. It's not going your way. The goals will come. Like that, you can quote unquote teach. Talent you can't teach.
Yeah.
He has talent. He got the goal. Like, extremely happy for him. Um, do you think now it's gone? You know, in terms of he's free, because he admitted that it was, you know, a burden. It became a burden at this point because
Yeah.
everybody was talking about it, and he got him now. So
Yeah. So I love him, and I think he's really talented, and you can see it with every touch. And that goal was the build-up was nice, and the finishing was also not easy. It was a nice finish, and as you said, I think it will free him up. To what levels, I don't know. But he missed some chances before, previously in previous games. So I think it will free him up, and it's just the question is, okay, now Kayari, can we do something? Can we actually create goal chances, multiple? And it should not be an issue.
it shouldn't
And
be an
yeah,
issue. It shouldn't
yeah,
be an issue. Um, on uh, on the on the stats thing, because like that comes to Miretti, and people say, "Oh, you misplaced so many passes." Fine. I
and
saw.
Arthur created 6 chances.
I, wa- I was gonna say that I saw that stat and I couldn't believe what I read,
Crazy,
because
crazy.
it was a Brazilian account, I think, like a Brazilian scouting account. And every retweet was like, "Oh, redemption arc," and "Oh, he's balling," and I was like, I know for a fact you haven't watched that game, and
Yeah,
that's why I keep saying stats are good. They're fun, you know. They are fun. They are very useful. However, at times you need to pair that with just your eye test, because Arthur didn't create 6 chances. Like, there were no chances in that game. One was a free kick, and one was from the Nico Gonzalez save from
yeah,
Chesney in the first. Other
yeah,
than that, there were no chances. Like, there were no, and that's when, remember last season there was a period when I came on and it was like, we don't create, and people were saying, "Oh, we created 10 shots and whatever." Those are not, like, if you look at the stats, you will always create chances every single week, basically.
yeah,
However, if you watch the game, there were no 6 chances. Not from Arthur, not from Fiorentina in total. Like, they had 25 shots with a GA the same as us, basically. Like,
yeah.
that's why I always say stats good, fun. They are fun. However, like, there were no 6 chances in total in that game, let alone Arthur on his own. You know,
Yeah,
um,
as they say, they played for the goal, not for the wannabe chances and I don't know, possession of the ball. So
like, that stat proved me right in terms of, yeah, like, just watch the game, you know. And if you watch that game yesterday, um, we were solid, very solid, to be honest, because we were we were under duress for like 90 minutes or 89, like Chesney said. However, to be honest, I never really had a feeling they're gonna score. Like, I had a
yeah,
feeling there's gonna be something dangerous that, you know, is gonna give me a mini heart attack, basically.
yeah,
However, I never really had a feeling they're just gonna break through, because the last 50 minutes I was just talking to my dad about random stuff. I was watching the
yeah,
game, but I was extremely calm. I was like, they're not gonna get this goal. They're just not gonna
yeah.
get it. You
I
know,
was on my phone last
yeah.
15 minutes.
I was also like, we're not gonna create anymore. Like, I made my peace with it, but I was like, we're this solid. We have it under complete control. Nothing is gonna happen. You know, and that's credit to Alec. I will give credit for that regard. However, my big concern, and that's my question to you in the chat: development of players. I'm so very fearful for that. Like, when I look at Chiesa, when I look at certain players in that team, especially moving forward, or the players with some sort of raw ability, I'm a bit fearful for those players still, because just look at Chiesa yesterday, and I'm not sure if the development
Yeah,
is what, like,
learn how
it's
to defend. They learn how to defend.
like, even the sub yesterday when he took off Miretti and kept Kostic on the pitch and he brought in Cambiaso in midfield. Afterwards, I was like, maybe this is something for Sunday because Rabiot was suspended. I don't know. and Cambiaso is going to play in that midfield. Who knows? You know. However, that was very strange to me as well. Like that was extremely strange because it feels like Miretti is getting subbed at for any reason at this point. I like the first 5 minutes, Cambiaso came in. I was like, ah, man, he has no idea what he's like. He's all over the place. He was completely lost. Then towards the end, I understood why he brought him on because he was a player. If you were playing against him or you were rooting for Fiorentina, you would absolutely hate him for those last 15 minutes because he was a little, you know what, like
Yeah,
he was making silly fouls, kicking the ball away a little bit,
yeah,
you know what he was doing. And I was
yeah,
like, okay, I rate it. Quality wise, it was poor in possession, but I understood what his assignment was, and he did that very well. Like
yeah,
he took the momentum and pace out of the game in many occasions towards the end. So that's good. However, that's not how you want to see a player develop, especially like Kostic. He had the assist, but overall, I didn't think he had a very good game. Like quality wise in possession again,
nope.
he didn't have a good game.
I don't get it. I really don't get why he starts. He did that one assist to Miretti, and that's it. I don't know why is he still playing. But on the other side of the pitch, McKennie was really good
You know,
again.
you know what it was with McKennie? Defensively, I thought he was good, especially towards the
Yeah,
end. He was
yeah,
extremely important.
yes,
However, there was a period of time, like 20 minutes, mid second half, when we messed up so many opportunities to kickstart a counterattack because of just technical errors. A lot of them from McKennie on the sideline, like weak touch, misplaced passes, and that remains my issue with him. Like he's very
yeah.
limited.
He's really raw. Yeah,
He's doing well, like, but in that position, I need much more quality. If I'm being completely honest, I need much more quality in those positions, in those areas of the pitch.
yeah. Defensively, he's really good, and I don't know. It's still weird that he's playing on that right side as a wing back.
But we knew
It's
that in
still
the
weird.
summer. We were coming on and we were screaming like, sign something on the right because if we
Yeah,
has done, we have an issue. And
yeah,
like, is it an issue that McKennie's playing? Like he's not. We're comparing it to previous McKennie performances, and then it looks very good. However, like output wise, I want to see something different. I want to see much more quality. And I cannot. It's not fair to hold that against him because I know who he is. It's more about the club. They needed to make those signings, those decisions in the summer. They haven't, and now you just need to deal with it, and you need to with it in terms of quality. There's going to be less quality on that pitch. So I, I accept it for now. However, moving forward, it needs to change because I just need more quality. I
yeah.
do.
And especially if we change coaches and we actually need a normal right back,
Yeah, well, yeah.
not a wing back. Yeah,
Obviously, then 100%. Um, but we got to win. I don't want to be. I don't think I was negative in my match reaction. I thought it was. I'm happy.
yeah,
We're doing what we are doing. Actually, like competing, you do in April. Like that's when you really compete. However, I cannot hold it against them for being 2 points off the top. Like that's ridiculous. They are 2 points
yeah.
off top, and I need to respect that as of now. Will it last? Only time will tell. I think Inter are still by far the better team. We need to be completely honest. Like you said, they have more firepower. They have a better
Yeah,
squad. And you just need to accept that. You need to accept that. But overall, you should be able to compete. If you look at the state of the league, in my opinion.
yeah, yeah. We should not be much far from them, and with some luck, we can maybe make it. As maybe they can lose some points here and there, and we can win another 6 games, 1-0, and there we are. It's just scary to me because it can happen to us as well. Like we sit back, we are leading 1-0, and then 95th minute or something, and 1-1, and then we lost 2 points.
Yeah, yeah.
So It's just
I agree.
scary. Yeah.
Um, we we uh, we also need to talk about Rabiot because he's suspended. It's one game. It's Cagliari still. But how do I need to put it? Because I don't want to like. Okay, is he gonna be missed against Cagliari? Like, is he that type of player that even against Cagliari, you're like, oh, we're missing Rabiot here.
So we're gonna miss him because we don't have midfielders anymore. We can't just put Fagioli in, and who are like what's it gonna be like?
The only
Uh,
option is he puts in Nicolosi and he moves Locatelli.
yeah,
But I'm pretty sure
I don't
he
think he will
is.
do that.
No, I think he's gonna play McKennie and he's gonna
Yeah,
play Cambiaso on the right hand side. I think
yeah,
he's just gonna do that. I think he's.
yeah.
I think that's the most. How do you want to say that?
Conservative, more conservative solution, and that's what he's gonna
And
choose.
yeah,
Yeah,
and the most like natural one or like the most logical one without doing some weird stuff, you know. Because it make more sense to put Cambiaso on the right than put him in midfield, in my opinion. And just move McKennie back in.
yeah. I would play Nicolosi, but obviously he's not in the play. He's not playing. He might play
Yeah,
bad.
I don't. I will be shocked if he does. Like
Yeah,
yesterday, he said, "Oh, we have Junior and Nonge," and I'm like, "You don't have him." Like every
yeah,
single presser, he praises Junior, and I'm like, "Just don't." Like if you haven't played him for like 5 games or whatever, like just don't even like I have no idea what the issue is there with Junior. Like he's not even getting minutes. He's not even warming up at times.
yeah.
Like I don't know what just happened there, but he's gone. Like
Maybe
right.
he said something. Maybe he said something. We don't know.
If he had something, I think at this point we already would have
It would have
known.
came.
But
Yeah,
by leaks,
yeah,
I find that situation extremely uh, strange. We'll probably learn in January, close to January. But anyway, like we got the points. We move on as we usually do. Cagliari, that should be a win. That
yeah,
like that should be just a win. You need to go into the international break with a good feeling because after that break, it's big time. It's Inter at home. You need to win that game, obviously, because of well, 1,000 reasons.
yeah,
But who knows? Who knows? But as of now, straight up question, like, did your opinion change? Like, you had an opinion at the start of the season. Now we're first week of November. Did it change completely? I don't know what you said at the start of the season. I'm not sure anymore.
yeah.
But did it change?
So my opinion changed multiple times. I mean, maybe not multiple, but first when we started good against Udinese, the 3-0, and hearing all the news about the coach, the Manna dude with Magna, or what's his name, Manini. I
Yeah,
forgot already. That he
Magnanelli.
Magnanelli, sorry, yeah, Magnanelli. That he completely I don't know, overhauled how
Yeah,
we do the build up and how we play and how we position and stuff, and then that went right into the garbage after the Sassuolo game, and now we're just playing the same old Allegri football, um,
you know
and we're winning the games. We're not getting goals, so I hated it that we are not creating anything. I really, really hated it, but I think I just accepted it. Like it works. It works.
that's where I'm at. But like, I didn't change my prediction was second and compete, and well, like he's on pace to do that. So it
Yeah,
didn't really change. I said we're gonna win a lot of games, but I think that was just like winning 30 games is also a lot of games, if you know what I mean. Like,
yeah,
my opinion didn't really change. I will change my opinion if we basically win the league because I said we need to compete and I expect us to compete and just finish second and go get into the top four without problem. So my
yeah.
opinion
So
isn't really changing, like because
mine
that's my
changed a little bit
expectation.
because I thought we should get into the top four easily, but now I think we should be second and a few points off
I
Inter.
saw I saw that a lot today on social media. Like people I follow, that were they're pro Allegri, yeah, but they were like, it's not good enough. The team's not good enough for place, whatever. And now they're like, nah, you're in this position now. Looking
Yeah,
at the other teams, you need to like if you don't finish second and actually cling on to that title race, whatever, it looks bad. And I agree because Milan are struggling, which I'm very surprised about because they have a
yeah,
very good squad in my opinion. Napoli, I don't know, they're getting back up there. They were terrible against Salernitana. Like they played an Allegri game against Salernitana. Like they were ass for 90 minutes. They were actually terrible. But they won that game. They don't look as dangerous as last season, but I still think they're a very good team. They're still very much of the same qualities as last season. However, it looks like we're more solid in a different way, basically.
yeah.
So my opinion didn't change. Like I'm just here to should I'm not like yeah enjoy the the points, not really the games. Like
Yeah,
when people say, oh, you need to win ugly, I'm fine, but does it need to be every single week? Like that's my issue.
that's why Allegri was sacked the first time,
Yeah, he was
because of
winning, but it was
these.
terrible.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, I'm sorry. I don't know. It's really hard for me. Like I like football not for these kind of, not for how we play. And I just love Juventus, and that's why I accept it. And what can we do? We won against Fiorentina, which is great. So, and we won 6 in a row, and we're not getting goals. So it is what it is.
Yeah, I'll accept it. I'm just
Yeah,
keep it moving at this point. But
but
yeah,
yeah, overall, I'm happy, to be honest, that we are 2 points off and we are winning games. So that's my overall.
at the end, that's
Yeah,
that's the goal of the game. At the end,
yeah,
like that's the ultimate goal. You win games, and the club made obvious what the goals are for the season. Allegri made that very clear yesterday when he was asked about a title race. So like for them, this is like for them is dreamland.
And
It's
what do you feel about Allegri now at this point?
what
What
I
do you think?
feel. I didn't
He
really
will
change
leave?
my opinion because I've always said like the squad is good enough to do much better. I
Yeah,
actually play better than we're playing now, but even result wise, it's much better. So I set an expectation for him and the squad he has at hand, and like if you know what I mean, I didn't say, oh, we're gonna finish fifth and now he's there and I'm like, wow, he's proving me wrong. No, because I
yeah,
expected this. That
yeah,
was my expectation. That was like, you need to do this. Year three, there are no excuses for me anymore. I will give him a bit leeway because your Pogba's gone, Fajoli's gone. That's weird. That's not good. I get that, not for not beating Cagliari, but if you go into the Inter game and you have like two fit midfielders, I'm like, okay, that's not on you. That's just stupidity from two players, and that have put you in this situation.
yeah,
That I will not put on him. But overall, of a season, he will get help in January. Obviously, like I think there's no way they're not going to sign the
yeah.
player because he needs help in terms of numbers, quality,
And
obviously, but like just numbers, he needs help.
do you see a world where he stays at the end of the season?
Yeah, I do. I absolutely see a possibility. I'm still on the on the on the side of I think it's his last season and then they just part ways. That's just me personally. That's a feeling I have. But if he stays, I won't be like, oh my god, what just happened? Like I wouldn't be shocked
Yeah.
at all. So, but that's just like that's months from now. We just need to wait and see basically uh, for that. Now it's just uh, on to the next last international break, no winter break. So it's going to be a very quick season because of the Euros as well,
Yeah.
and because we started a bit like there was a lot of football. We ended late, so it's going to look fast paced. But yeah, man, we're doing what we are supposed to do, winning games. So we can't really complain about that. You can complain like again, we won yesterday. and I said something, people like, oh, you're still complaining we win. Like, I was happy with the win, but like, you can take a win and you can still say, you know what, this isn't good. And I said this and this is actually very good. Like, I
Yeah,
said both. Like, it's okay to do that. Like, it's that's when we were winning stuff, we did the same thing. That's why we won for 9 years straight. Because even though we were winning, the club was like, you know what, this isn't good enough. We need to get Higuain. We need to get this. We need, like, the club was doing the same thing. They were like, we're winning. However, it can still be better. So
yeah,
90 millions for Higuain, and whoever we signed. I'm just blanking it out now. Or we need Douglas Costa, or we need Dybala. Like, we added because you want to improve, and we won yesterday. It's okay to say, we need to improve this, and this to become better. You can be solid. However, we need to pair that with more ability moving forward. We absolutely do. That's the next step, I guess.
yeah.
I'm assuming.
So bringing in a midfielder, and I always hope for a right back or a right wing back, but that will not happen, I guess.
Yeah, like obviously we need a midfielder. Like we
Yeah,
desperately do, and maybe on the right hand side, probably, depending, who's gonna leave. I don't know, but we need something on the right hand side. But that also depends. Like, what are you gonna do in the summer? Even if as a Lakers gonna stay, maybe it's like, okay, now it's done. We're moving away from that back three. Then you need to make sure what type of signings you make, because you have Sule also. Like, it's very tricky. Like, it's very tricky. So they need to have a very clear plan also for next summer already, and
yeah.
that's going to be very interesting to see in January. I think a lot of things will become very clear in January for the next season as well. But yeah, that's it. We're gonna wrap it up. We will be not live on Sunday. We will do it on Monday because I'm out on Sunday. I'll do the match stuff on Saturday, obviously, but like, this show will be on Monday and not on Sunday. Apologies for that. But this week, what else is new? Oh, for the people asking again on their comments, Julian is gone, or like gone. He's extremely busy. So he will try to come on once a month for a recap podcast. So we'll try to do that. Other than that, he's extremely busy. We have no issues, whatever. Whenever he's free again, basically, he will join again. But as of now, it's just me. So you just need to deal with it, I guess. I have some new stuff planned, but it's going to take time to properly, prepare for the type of shows. Like, I'm trying to do a stat show, like a very into detail one. That's one show. Call-in shows. I'm working on that, but that's taking a bit longer than I was assuming. Also, maybe because I'm starting to play Football Manager, I'm gonna do that. Um, I'm just I haven't played it for years, like very like
This is the
years years.
best to play, man.
Yeah,
To be honest, it's really good.
I looked it up, and I was watching you know, I don't know, not tutorials, like breakdowns, whatever, from 24. It looks extremely good.
I'm in my
Like, it
third
looks.
season or fourth,
Are
actually.
you playing 24 already? No,
Yeah,
23.
24.
Yeah.
I was playing with the beta, and
Oh, the
I
beta. Okay.
always start with Juventus to learn the new game.
On
And
the
yeah,
PC.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to get. Is it good on the PC? Like, does it work properly
On
before
the
I get?
PC, it meant to be played on a PC.
Yeah, like, I haven't played it for I don't know how many, like 8, 9 years is the last time I played it. I remember back then I had some issues on the PCs.
No,
It
no,
was an
no.
old PC, so, but I'm trying, like, I'm planning to do that. So, like, career mode, an episode every week. Maybe we can do something together for that.
Sure.
But yeah, still working that out as well. Um, I'm gonna wrap this up. Gonna leave because I need to head out. Uh, Thanks for joining again, Norbert, as usual. Thanks everybody in the chat. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Hit that bell notification. I will be live on Wednesday and Friday. It's gonna be every week like this, unless the game days change. It's probably gonna be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Then I'm gonna do live. So because I'm alone, trying to plan it. So keep that in mind. Those are gonna be the study days. unless it's transfer seasons, then I will try to be on every single day. But that's it for me. See you guys on Wednesday for live